Welcome into your news at 10. One of the most famous generals in United States history is honored every day right here in the Midlands. Third Army Commanding General George Patton Jr. continues to have his memory preserved at Patton Hall in Sumter at Third Army headquarters on Shaw Air Force Base. This Memorial Day weekend, Sam Shapiro shares his life, legacy, and impact.
It's important to recognize all military members for their service. The Third Army continues to embody the spirit of Commanding General George Patton Jr., its most notable general. Those contributions preserved in perpetuity at Patton Hall on Shaw Air Force Base.
Patton was a very interesting, dynamic character and an interesting leader. Loved by some, reviled by others, but definitely feared by his enemies. Patton was on the forefront of everything he did.
His wide and varied career reached a climax in World War II, helping to lead Third Army in numerous campaigns across Europe as they took a central role in the defeat of Nazi Germany and the liberation of Europe from German occupation.
Third Army was responsible for the breakout of the Normandy beachheads, and they just fanned out all over northern France as part of the exploitation and to get the Germans out of northern France. Patton, most famously, and the Third Army were responsible for the counterattack that would relieve the encircled paratroopers at Bastogne and help shorten the attack during the Battle of the Bulge.
In his 281 days in combat while commanding Third Army, Patton would help lead America to victory on the battlefield and wasted no time getting to work. After he first took command in August 1944, he couldn't be stopped. With his guidance, Third Army reached the German border in less than 2 months before the Germans could establish a coherent defensive rim.
He helped to stymie the German counterattack at Mortain. He helped to destroy the German 7th Army at Falaise. By the mid to the end of August of 1944, Third Army elements were approaching Paris. By the end of August, they were approaching the Belgian border, and by middle of September, they were approaching the German border.
While its command historian says it's impossible to talk about Third Army without remembering Patton, his legacy serves as a reminder this Memorial Day to honor the ultimate sacrifice so many have paid in defense of our freedoms.
Beyond George Patton, we want to remember the service members, every single one of them who served. Whether they're famous or not, we want to remember and honor their service and sacrifice to our great nation.
Prior to commanding Third Army in World War I, Patton accompanied General John Pershing and helped American forces on the punitive expedition into Mexico in 1916. Reporting in the newsroom, Sam Shapiro, WIS News 10.
Patton was the first tank commander in World War I, competed in the 1912 Stockholm Olympic Games, and redesigned the American Cavalry Sword in 1913 after traveling and training at the French Cavalry School.